Welcome to Community Watch, and today we have a fascinating conversation with Jackie Jenkins from the local chapter of the NAACP to discuss Juneteenth weekend. Stay with us. Community Watch starts now.
Welcome to Community Watch. Greg, how are you?
I'm doing great, Doc, and yourself?
I am just fine. I am looking forward to our discussion today, and I know this is a show that you arranged. And I want to. I know that there's always a lot going on with the Rome Floyd chapter of the NAACP, but this summer I imagine is a little special. And our guest today is the secretary for the Rome Floyd branch of the NAACP, Jackie Jenkins. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Hershey. How are you today?
I am doing good. It's always great to see you, and happy you could be with us today. Tell us a little bit about the local chapter. I mean, I think, most folks who are not involved are familiar with the national organization and may not even be aware we have a local chapter. So tell us a little bit about how long we've had one. I think it's been around for quite a while locally, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've been around, I would say about 100 years.
That's quite a while.
The national branch.
100 years is pretty impressive. And your position, you're being active with the local organization. I know you've been involved for quite a while too.
Yes, sir.
Jackie, how long has the local chapter? Do you know how long the local chapter has been here in Rome?
Yeah, I said 100 years. We have been here right at 100 years.
Wow, the local chapter?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's just as long as the national chapter did, not too far behind it.
The national chapter is a few years older than us. We came right after the national chapter.
So that has to be one of the oldest chapters, I would think, in this area.
Yeah, in Georgia, yes.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I'm at my computer, I can Google because I got it in my history.
Well, no, it was just interesting. I was just thinking, I didn't realize the local chapter was that old, so close to the national chapter, which is amazing. And I know we have there's a chapter in Cartersville, used to be one in Rome, but I don't think any of them, neither. I know the one in Cartersville, no one near that kind of longevity, 100 years.
Yeah, we've been around for a minute because I've been in it over 25 years now myself, so.
You had that life member status.
I'm working on that part now, Greg.
Well, how many members are there locally?
We have right at 190.
That's substantial.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as large as that is, and as great a history as the organization has had locally, there may not be that many folks who aren't aware of the organization, but tell us a little bit about the activities that you focus on in a normal year, and if you have projects that are ongoing Or do they change from year to year?
We do like a Freedom Fund banquet yearly. We also do like a soul food event around November. And we do scholarships for our local school systems. We try to give at least 5 scholarships to our local school system here in Rome, Floyd County. And we try to fund each kid at least $500.
Jackie,
Yep.
I'm curious to what I guess your one of the biggest roles of NAACP is as it relates to equality and justice is what is the legal fund? Do y'all actually do that here in Rome?
No, not to my knowledge, we have. What we operate off of funding that we raise money and stuff like that.
No, I'm talking about when people have legal issues themselves and they come to the NAACP, because I know several people have had issues and they come to you. So exactly what services do the local chapter provide?
Okay, if anybody around Rome, Floyd County has an issue, what they'll do is they'll call us and we'll send them a complaint form to fill out. Once the complaint form come back to us, we pass it on to our legal redress committee. Once the legal redress committee look at it and feel that we have an issue, then we have to go to our state office, which is located in Atlanta, Georgia. And they will tell us yay or nay whether we can get involved or get active with that issue. And then if the state office feel like it's something real big, then they will take it to the national level, and the national level will hand us down the information that we need to pursue it. We don't do violence. We're not a radical group.
You said that's the legal redress committee?
We have different committees throughout the branch. Legal redress, we have political action, we have health and wellness, we have veterans and stuff like that. So we have different groups for different areas in our local community. Political action gets involved with voter registration and stuff like that.
So I'm curious. So voter education, I know that's huge and that's big. Is that your biggest area, voter education and registration?
We get involved in a lot of other political stuff that goes on too. So Mr. Sam Malone is over that group. So I wish he could have been here today to answer those questions for you. I'm just the secretary, so I stay out of their way.
Well, in terms of the political committee, and I'm just asking in a general way, I wonder if the NAACP is I don't know if frustrated is the right word, but seeing how few of our registered voters actually vote. And I'm not sure how many folks still need to be registered that are not registered. But I think this recent election that we had, I read that there was about a 20% turnout.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm guessing that must frustrate y'all to some degree.
It does, and we host voter registration drives. We work along beside the legal women voters as well to get people registered. You can register them till the cows come home and they still won't go vote. So I don't know what's up with that, and I don't understand why people won't pursue their rights, because they do have the right to vote.
Jackie,
Well,
I'm sorry, Doc, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, now, Jackie, do y'all still have a youth? I know y'all used to have a youth division where y'all was able to engage with the youth. Are y'all still doing that?
We still have a youth chapter, but it's not active right now simply because we have to have at least 25 to be active. And right now we only have 5 youth involved. So we are still working on trying to get some more youth involved. You know, they be so busy with school projects and stuff.
Yeah, it's like they have busier schedules than grown folks nowadays.
Oh, yes. And outside of the activities at school, who knows what they into.
What is the age range for the youth division?
We can take them 5 to 21.
So that can include at least the first couple of years of college too.
Yep. After they turn 21, they go to the adult branch.
Right.
I'm thinking some recruitment, Doc.
Well,
yeah, it's only $10 a year.
I think maybe we could work on that. I would love to see some of our students at the college involved. They probably weren't, many of them, aware that that was an option, but we can work on that for sure.
Yeah, we did a registration over at the Boys and Girls Club over on East Main Street. And a lot of them said they was going to get involved, but we never heard back from them. We gave them all the criteria, the stuff that the NAACP do on the local level and the national level. And I mean, they can even vie for scholarships on the national level. So, and that would be real interesting if we could get some from this area.
Well, I think the fact that the NAACP is the oldest civil rights organization, not only from the youth, but more membership in general, just the importance. I think sometimes we don't realize how important the NAACP is unless we're directly involved, but clearly with over 100 years of service, it is one of those organizations that we definitely need to find, not just youth, because we definitely need youth, but even as everyday citizens get more involved. Now, I'm curious, I know we got a couple of minutes. I know the real reason we brought you in here was talk about Juneteenth and the whole celebration. So I know I think we have a couple of minutes, but I know y'all got a lot of stuff planned. So what is all planned for this whole Juneteenth celebration? And is this the first one that the NAACP is doing?
Well, we've done 2 priors, but those 2 we worked along with Rem Shields and the Greater Mount Calvary Church family on the first 2. And we were supposed to work alongside him again this year, but he for some reason did not. So we went on and stepped up to the plate to take it on. And so far we have on June 17th, which is a Friday night, we have a free movie at the Rome City Auditorium starting at 6:30. And that movie is the 13th. Amendment, I think it's called. And then on Saturday, the 18th at 11 a.m., we have the parade, Broad Street at 11 a.m. And after the parade, we have a lot party over on Spiderweb Drive by Main Elementary School, not high school, I'm sorry. And then on June the 19th, we have a musical celebration, 4 to 7 p.m. at Thankful Life Center.
That is a busy weekend.
Yes, sir.
And we are coming up on our break here in a minute. So when we get back, I hope you can kind of take us through all of those parts of the celebration and tell us a little bit more about each one.
Okay.
But we do need to take a quick break here. We have a lot more to come. Do not go away. And we'll be right back.
I know you've had your moments of doubt and struggle, and I'm here to say I'm proud of you.
And although each one of us may take a different path, may we look back upon today as the moment we stepped into a larger world, a greater world.
You will pass this way but once. Do it right.
If ever there was a time to follow your passion and do something that matters to you, now is certainly that time.
Welcome back to Community Watch. We're having a conversation with Jackie Jenkins, who is the secretary for the Rome Floyd branch of the NAACP, which we have learned today is one of the oldest chapters, or maybe the oldest chapter in Georgia. Still is kind of staggering to me, 100 years old. That's incredibly impressive. And right before the break, you were telling us about the activities coming up for Juneteenth weekend, which is, well, later this week, it all begins, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's go through that again. Starting on June 17th, which is that Friday?
Friday night, 6:30.
And you're showing a film, the Rome City Auditorium?
Yeah, the One Community United, along with the Rome NAACP, we will be showing the movie the 13th from Ava DuVernay, direct Selma.
But that's a very powerful documentary. And I think it would be great there on the big screen at the Rome City Auditorium. So I hope you get a good crowd for that. It starts at 6:30.
6:30, and after the movie is over with, we will have a panel discussion.
Well, that sounds great. So that's Friday night. What about Saturday?
Okay, Saturday morning at 11 a.m. we will have the parade, and it will start at First Avenue by the old Rome SunTrust Bank. Is now Truist. We will line up there and march up Broad Street to the Rome City Auditorium. And we would like anybody and everybody that want to be a part to just join us. Get in touch with me. We already have I think like 33 floats so far.
Really?
Oh, wow.
So this is a pretty large endeavor here.
Yeah, well, it is.
Well,
a lot of them just want to walk. Some of them want to walk. Some of them gonna do cars and stuff like that. So they asked what could they do, and we just say whatever you choose to do. So they took it on. So far we had 33, including some of our local politicians, some of our commissioners, board of education. So it's gonna be pretty good.
Ah.
You know, Jackie,
Antique car club, etc.
Yeah.
you know, that the significance of being, since this is the first celebration of Juneteenth since it became a federal holiday, I think that's going to be significant. The parade, I think it's going to be huge to see how diverse. I'm looking to see how diverse the events are, because Juneteenth is it's an American holiday. It's not a Black holiday. It's an American holiday, and I'm just hoping. I won't be here for the 17th. Oh, I'm so disappointed in that. Not even the 18th, but I just think it's so huge for Rome to be able to have such these events like this, especially with Juneteenth being this is the first year since it became a federal holiday. And 33, that's not a shabby number at all. That's a good number, 33.
And we still have people's asking, so it may be more than that by Friday. Let's say by Saturday morning anyway.
Well, Greg, the parade may still be going when you get back in town. So maybe you'll get to see part of it after all.
No, I don't get back to the 9th or the 18th, but somebody's gonna have it on Facebook Live or something. But I'm excited about that. I just think this is I think Rome is a great place to have, and it'll just be interesting to see the support we get from all of the communities in Rome, not just one particular community.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so after the parade, what happens next?
Well, we're gonna move on off of Broad Street over to Spiderweb Drive. We're gonna do a little after party with disco and We have vendors that's coming to set up with food to sell and stuff like that. And we asking everybody to bring their own lawn chairs, but we planning the party just a little bit.
Now, which part of Spiderweb Drive, or is it the whole? I mean, I know, one end is where Main Elementary is.
We're gonna be on the side right next to Main Elementary in the
All right.
open lot that belongs to the city of Rome. They
Okay.
allowed us to use the lot.
Well, that sounds great. All right, so the party after the parade, and the next event is that the next day or
It's that Sunday on the 19th.
the 19th? All right, so what happens on the 19th?
Okay, starting at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning, we will be doing morning worship with Greater Mount Calvary Baptist Church. Reverend Terry Shields is the pastor. 445 East 14th Street here in Rome. And if you're not too busy and you don't have a church home, we invite you to come out and join us for morning worship. And on that Sunday evening at 4 p.m. until 7, we be doing a musical at Thankful Life Center. We have different groups coming in to sing. We have a step group that's gonna step. So we planning on having a little fun, just something to commemorate the holiday itself.
All right, so you have a worship service at 11 at Mount Calvary Baptist,
Greater Mount Calvary
Greater Mount Calvary,
Baptist Church.
and then a musical presentation at Thankful at 4.
4 p.m. Yes, sir.
All right.
So really you have 3 days, several opportunities over those 3 days to
Yeah, and there actually
participate.
is a 4th day too as well, Greg, because on the 20th, have you ever heard of Camp Sharon out on the
I
Moran
have,
Lake?
yes.
But on
Bishop,
the 20th,
yeah.
they're doing a big event out there as well. And that's sponsored by Reverend Norris Allen and the Students of Excellence Scholarship Foundation. And that's at 175 Hasty Road. And he doing what's called a walk. It's a walk down memory lane. And he has a guest, Jeremy Ponds, Ponds. And he's gonna be their twilight speaker. And he have like a blues singer gonna be on deck and stuff like that. So
And what time is that, Jack?
it starts at 4 o'clock, 4 to 6 p.m.
So really that's 4 days with multiple opportunities to participate in this Juneteenth celebration weekend.
Mm-hmm. Now hit that event on Monday it's a ticket sale. So singles is $35.
And what about for the other events?
The other events are free.
So the 17th, 18th, and 19th are free. And the event for the 20th, there is a $35 fee for
Yeah.
individuals.
$5 per couple, 35 for singles and 25 for students.
Doc, that's a lot.
I'm amazed, honestly. Impressed. I'm truly impressed that this much could be put together, the size of the parade. I mean, it's that the community would come together. I mean, you expect the NAACP to be champion organizers, but it sounds like a lot of folks are coming together for this.
A lot of them is excited.
Jack, where can I get my t-shirt?
You want a Juneteenth t-shirt, Greg?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
listening to one made.
But I'm like, Doc, honestly, I'm excited about all of it, but I'm really looking forward to the viewing of the 13th and the panel discussion. I think, as we know, over the last several years, the political climate in America and in Rome, I'm just looking forward to that. I think the work of the NAACP is nowhere near done. I think it's easy for us to sometimes be overly optimistic about where we are. But I think, as James Baldwin say, the evidence, when we look at the evidence of progress, I think we all can agree that we still have a long way to go. So I'm definitely looking forward to the panel discussion after the 13th, but the viewing of the 13th is a great documentary. So big kudos to the NAACP and One Community United for having the courage to show that documentary and have a panel discussion, because that's not a feel-good documentary. That's a very poignant, hard-nosed documentary. So congratulations for y'all having the courage to do that.
We feel people need to know, if you don't show something for them to learn, then they will never know.
I know Doc is a big fan of the 13th as well. We've actually discussed it. It's one of my favorite documentaries. So, but I hate that I missed that. But then on the 18th, to follow that up with a parade, one as a community as a whole. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome for that. I know we've had parades in the past for Martin Luther King. We have that annually here, but Juneteenth is a different type of holiday. And so it'll be very interesting to see the level of support that y'all receive for that as well.
So, Jackie, you mentioned that folks could get in touch with you if they want to participate or I guess need more information. What is the best way to do that?
They can contact me by phone, 706-204-6112.
All right, and I'll have you repeat that again right near the end. We've only got a couple minutes anyway. I did want to ask you about your fundraiser, the Freedom Fund. What time of year is that usually?
We usually do the Freedom Fund around June, and since the COVID, we haven't had a chance to do it for the last couple of years. So basically, people has just been making donations to us.
Which I'm sure you would like to encourage.
Sure, anytime. We'll take a donation any day. Or if they would like to become a member, that would help as well, because we get part of that proceed as well.
Yeah. Well, aside from your number, is there a web page or a Facebook page folks can go to?
Yeah, we have a Rome, Georgia branch NAACP Facebook page.
All right, so let's recommend folks go to that page, and I'm sure there'll be information there about donations and memberships and activities that you have coming up.
Yes, sir.
But thank you so much, not only for being on the show today, but for telling us about all that's going on for this Juneteenth weekend. It's really remarkable.
Thank you.
And I think we're about out of time. So thank you all for being with us. And those of you who are watching the show, we'll see you next time on Community Watch.